Hello and a warm welcome to the special program on the Federal Capital Beat. For the last 3-4 days, you've seen unverified reports of targeted violence against the migrant workers, the Bihari migrant workers in Tamil Nadu. We've seen images floating on the social media of Bihari migrants being beaten up. And on the social media, these videos were amplified to the extent that this almost acquired the narrative of an insider-outsider debate brewing up between Tamil Nadu and Bihar. In fact, the high-level teams of bureaucrats were sent from Jharkhand and Bihar to Tamil Nadu, and they also did not find any evidence of alleged violence. So the question we are asking today is that why were these fake videos amplified on the social media? Why did it acquire the political overtones? And was it really a law and order issue, or has it really got to do something seriously with the migrant laborers policy and the attitude with which they are being treated? I'm joined by a very special panel today, Mr. B. Balakrishnan, who is the Commissioner of Police from Coimbatore. Sir, thank you so much for joining. We have S. Srinivasan, who is the Editor-in-Chief of the Federal. Thank you, sir, so much for joining. We have Gladson Xavier, who is the Associate Professor of Social Work from the Loyola College. Thank you, Gladson, so much for joining. We have Deepak Kuchgave, who is a senior journalist from Bihar. And probably we'll also be joined by Gautam Sarkar, who's from Times of India, and he's based in Bhagalpur currently. So we'll try and connect with him. But let me go to Mr. Balakrishnan first. Mr. Balakrishnan, I would really want to know from you as to how these fake videos originated on the media, and why were they not stemmed on the first day itself? Because generally there are fact-checking websites who really come up with their reactions that, look, this video is fake. But this video was allowed to be amplified. And why was the police not able to stem it on the first day itself?
I think it's not right to say that the police did not, act on it on the first day itself, because as soon as the fake videos along with the message of alleged violence against the migrant laborers from north, particularly from Bihar, was making waves in the social media, police immediately stepped in. In fact, DGP of Tamil Nadu immediately released a video of himself explaining the entire thing, and he called the news as fake news, and the videos which were shown in the news were related to some other incident which is not at all connected to the migrant laborers at all. Those two videos which were shown in the news were some unrelated incident which was not at all connected to the issue of migrant laborers. So on the first day itself, DGP himself stepped in and clarified the thing. Subsequently, on the same day, Deputy Commissioner of Tirupur, Abhishek, he is incidentally from Bihar. He issued a Hindi video, clarifying the news item published in a famous Hindi newspaper, I think Dainik Bhaskar it seems. So he released a video in Hindi clarifying that it was fake news, and it was in fact shared by the SP of I think Sivan district in Bihar. So they released published that video of the Deputy Commissioner in their social media page, and I think it has been viewed by a substantial number of people. So the police actually stepped in the day on itself, but then the potential of social media is so huge that it took some time to contain the spread of the fake news. It took a couple of days.
So, Mr. Balakrishnan, this was a local fight maybe between the two laborers, and this is what got amplified.
Yes. So actually the incident was between the migrant laborers from Jharkhand and Bihar. There was a clash between two group of migrant laborers where the local, involvement was not at all there. And for that, the Tirupur police immediately registered FIR, and the accused were also arrested immediately. But then that incident and another murder which took place in Coimbatore, that is again between two local groups. But the CCTV images of that video was shown as if it was between the migrant laborers and the local people. Again, another incident in another district, Krishnagiri, that was also included with the malafide intention in the first fake video. And subsequently, the videos from some video from Rajasthan and, totally unrelated places were shown as if it happened in Tamil Nadu between the migrant laborers and local people, which is not at all true. Yes.
Right. Okay, Mr. Deepak, I'll come to you now, just to get a little perspective of what the feelings of the people in Bihar are. And what would you really say to this migrant issue? These allegations made by these 12 or 13, some video bites of migrant laborers came in where they said कि हम हिंदी में भी तो बात करते हैं, but हिंदी बोलना तमिलनाडु के लोगों को पसंद नहीं आता, which means that people in Tamil Nadu do not like the Bihari migrant laborers speaking in Hindi. And the moment they speak in Hindi, they are attacked, they are targeted. And many of them who have returned for the holy holidays, have you been able to interact with a few of them? What is the sense you get? Have they really come out of the state? Are they traveling because of the fear? Because there were reports of a mass exodus also. तो क्या ये लोग वापस आए हैं मैस एक्सोडस की वजह से? उनको लग रहा था कि उनको टारगेट किया जा रहा था. अभी मिस्टर बालकृष्णन ने तो ये चीजें क्लियर की हैं, पर आपका क्या सेंस है सर? यस मिस्टर दीपक. मिस्टर दीपक. Yes, sir.
The rumor, that is a type of rumor in Bihar, but all the parties are all run. They want the inquiry. They have already confirmed that something has happened without getting any inquiry or without visiting the site also. But the BJP has taken it very strongly, and they are demanding debate in the Vidhan Sabha and all, and they have taken the issue. But what has happened? The Tamil Nadu DC police has already declined this news. That's a fake video, but this is a very bad procedure because everybody is in panic. What has happened? People are there, and in Tamil Nadu they are feared, but still. Tejasvi Yadav had already told that nothing has happened this is a rumor, but BJP is still the run, and then CM, they made CM has sent his officers team, and they will describe the thing, they will investigate the thing with the help of Tamil Nadu administration and police. But they claim that the video was of Tripura and all. And somebody said that video has been prepared from Bihar also. So this is a time of election. But have you remembered when Raj Thackeray, Shiv Sena, people attacked on Bihar? The BJP government was with Shiv Sena, nobody else. But BJP is very much on run in Bihar. Daily basis, they are calling an inquiry. Where is the dead body?
No, but Mr. Deepak,
nobody.
कोई
किसी को जानकारी नहीं है. और जबकि तमिलनाडु के DCP ने कहा कि this is wrong, fake. So one should rely on that.
No, Mr. Kujgavi, what I want to know from you is there a sense of insecurity amongst the Bihari migrants who are working in the southern states? I'm not talking about only Tamil Nadu, but there are so many migrants who are working in Kerala and elsewhere. Why do you feel that there is a sense of insecurity amongst the Bihari migrants? Is it because of the language? Is it because of their non-adaptability? Yes, sir.
I'm just giving. When Corona was on peak, thousands of migrants were moving towards their home by road, and somebody killed, somebody got injured. Nobody has taken, not even the government of India, not even the Delhi government, not even the Maharashtra government, not Bihar government. When they got the news, thousands of migrants is coming to Bihar. तो उनके लिए किया जाए, उनके लिए रखा जाने की व्यवस्था की जाए, उनकी सिक्योरिटी हो, उनका लिस्ट बने, ये सारी बातें सब हवा में हो जाए। और आज अगर हम ये डिनाई नहीं करना चाहिए, बीइंग अ बिहारी जर्नलिस्ट, आई एम सेइंग यू कि मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल आर लिविंग इन metro like Bangalore, Chennai, Maharashtra, everywhere, and the migrants get plenty of money there, so they moved over there. This is the
But you
CM has
agree
expressed
that there
concern.
is, no, Mr. Deepak, but do you agree that there, I mean, would you agree that there is certain kind of discrimination which is done with the Bihari migrants in Tamil Nadu or in the other southern states?
No, I think this should be examined properly, and I think this is not a real news. इतनी बड़ी बात है और इतना कुछ हो, but you know the political parties has taken it to move, and the Pappu Yadav is on move, BJP is on move, every party is on move, and the CM has or directed their bureaucrats to go and take it what has happened over there. So when they will submit the report, then we will see what has happened. Already DG Police has already denied the things properly with very proper manner. That nothing has happened. The video was from Tripura and somewhere, and it has been posted from somewhere. So this is a matter of inquiry.
Okay, so I'll come to Srini now. Srini sir, what is the biggest takeaway of this story? There was actually no story. It was a fake video. It was amplified. It acquired a political overtone. There was a wrangling between the two states. Of course, they didn't find any evidence of any kind of alleged violence. But what would be the biggest takeaway of this particular story, which is acquiring all sorts of, I mean, it doesn't look like a law and order issue, certainly. Yes, Shri.
Yeah, thank you, Neelu. I think there are others here who would be able to give a broader perspective of what is happening. But in my view, what's happening is the situation is slightly, you need to look at differently. Tamil Nadu certainly requires a lot of migrant workers. Tamil Nadu has a very good, it has a high literacy, and therefore there is a requirement, a lot of blue collar workers. And migration is an economic issue. Wherever there is a job opportunity, people will move. They will fill up those posts. Tamil Nadu certainly requires these migrant workers, and Bihar certainly, and other North Indian states where there are not enough job opportunities and where wages are low, it is bound to happen. There will be laborers who will move to Tamil Nadu and other southern states for better opportunities. That's the basic stuff which we must recognize. The second issue is about the welfare of the laborers, whether when they come to another state, whether they are being taken care of, whether there is enough attention being given to them, whether there are enough regulatory issues are there in place so that they are not exploited. I would say that Tamil Nadu's administration and its track record has been good. Tamil Nadu is one of the better governed states in India, and it also maintains the registry of those migrant laborers from outside. Therefore, I would feel that certainly, let others qualify this, but I certainly feel that they would be looking after them very well. The third thing is there is a language issue here. Now, Tamil Nadu,
Right.
since it's for a while, it's ingrained in the politics of the state. The state, like these states are formed on linguistic basis, and Tamil Nadu has been for a while been resisting against what they call as Hindi imposition. They are not against any language. They are not against Hindi. They are not against any North Indian languages, any other languages. Actually, Tamil people are pretty open, and they have learned more Hindi than any other population from the north would have learned southern languages. That's a reality. So I don't think there is any hatred against Hindi speaking people or Hindi population, but the state has been protesting, the people here, the politics here has been against Hindi imposition. Now, there
Right.
are political forces here. We are trying to mix the two and make it into, some kind of a political issue. That's another issue. The third thing is, these instances which have happened in Tirupur or in other places where there are lots of migrant workers, there has been such signals been coming for a while now, because there is a streak of subnationalism even in the state. There have been voices which have been raising question of minimum wages, comparative wages. They have been saying that the migrants are accepting lower wages as compared to local workers, and there has been a dispute between the two. These are the questions which has been brewing for a while now. The other issue is also about the welfare of the workers here, whether they have been adequately taken care of, whether they are not exploited, whether that's an issue again which is being paid adequate attention. So there are a number of such things, and since there is a certain political atmosphere also right now brewing in a state, all these potential factors have become a nice cocktail for such rumor to spread. And with the social media, it's
Right.
gone completely viral all over India. But I think the administration has quickly clamped down.
Right.
It has sent a team to Delhi. It has sent a team to Bihar. It has also invited delegations from those states so that they come and visit for themselves. So those are quick decisions. But my sense is that there will be a demand here also, which is I think already there, that the state government should do a certain reservation for local workers in jobs, which is what has happened in other states. For instance, this is a trend which has happened in Haryana, in some
Right.
other northern states. The other issue which may come up is the central government jobs. Tamil Nadu has a certain grievance. It says, it certainly sounds justified that in central government recruitment while doing, if these posts are filled up by people who do not understand the local language. For instance, if there is a remote bank where in a bank there is a certain person who's handling, he's handling the operations and he's not able to speak the local language, obviously the local population will get very upset. So these are the issues I think which there should be a focus on, and the administration should find solution to these issues.
Xavier, I'll come to you. What Srini said, and he summarized it very well, that there are a couple of factors. Of course, there is a political atmosphere, but then there is a social aspect also to the kind of problem which is brewing in. For example, the reservation bit, that of course the native population feels a little insecure when it comes to the migrant workers, then there is a feeling within the migrant workers also that, they are not treated properly, be it language, be it the food habits, and then on the economic reasons also. So where do you think lies the solution? I mean, do we need to really have a proper policy when it comes to the migrant laborers? The government should spell out certain things very, very clearly. And it's just not about Tamil Nadu, but it's time now that for the migrant workers, because it's just not Bihar which is sending migrant workers. There are various other states also who are sending their migrant workers to elsewhere. So is it time now for the state governments to come up with a clear policy on the migrant workers?
Thank you, Nilu. See, there is already a policy on the migrant workers there. You need not reinvent the wheel. The Interstate Migrant Workers Act is a very clear-cut act which talks about people moving from one state to the other state or from point A to point B. Now, when a worker moves from one state to another state, the state must maintain a registry of who's moving out, and the state that's receiving should also maintain a registry of who's coming in. That's point one. Then, the welfare services that are due to them in their state should be due to them in the state of destination also. Now, who are these migrants? What is our big grouse against the migrants? The grouse it's not against migrants. There's no grouse against migrants over here. Very clearly, what is happening is, as Mr. Srini said, only when you bring in deliberately this whole cadre of workers in the Railway Recruitment Board, in the banks. You go sit in an IOB bank in a village. Right now, I'm talking to you from a very, very interior village. I'm actually talking from a tribal village right now. Now, from here, 3-4 kilometers down the road, if you go to a bank, everybody speaks either Tamil here or a little bit of Kannada, a little bit of Telugu they speak. That's what this village conversation is. You go into the bank and there's a man who's talking only Hindi or English. Now, a villager, an ordinary tribal man or woman who wants to go there and exchange basic money or wants to get his passbook, her passbook stamped. Now, for them, it's really an invasion of their own culture. So that's the grouse is against that cadre. But then there has been, you will not find the local persons against the tribals.
Sorry to interrupt you, Xavier. So would you call it the invasion on the invasion of the culture, or is it non-adaptability on both sides? The migrant workers are not able to adapt to the atmosphere where they are entering, and also the local population.
No, see, the migrant, I'm not talking about the migrant. See, the level of migrant workers, the term migrant workers is referred to people who are doing 3 types of jobs: the dirty, difficult, and dangerous jobs. They are not people who are your white collars. You don't call a bank manager a migrant. You don't call a professor a migrant. You don't call a person who is working in a high class job a migrant. You call a migrant the fellow or the woman or the man or woman or girl who comes from another city or another state on a train with very basic necessities, willing to do any job you give. Now, first is, why are they migrating? There are a lot of push factors. Migration is fraught with these push factors because there are no jobs there. There is no money there. There's no way to live, no survival. And there are also severe caste issues in their areas, severe discrimination faced. And I have worked extensively in these areas where they come from, whether it is Bihar, Jharkhand, Orissa, Chhattisgarh. I have traveled extensively to these places working on the field of migration. So when they come here, in fact, once I took a train and journeyed along with them, came along with the migrants, got off in the station and wanted to see what's going on. Now, how does this happen? The dynamics itself is there is one guy who is taking them, bringing them here, and a contractor who pays half the money that has been promised. Okay, half a little more. Now, these things are there. Innate issues are going on. Nevertheless, given this situation, over here, there are definitely adaptability issues on both the sides. Now, after 1 year, you go back, I'll tell you, after the Orissa violence in 2008 and 9, and also after the violence that happened in Kandhamal in 2015-16, I think, or slightly before that. When I went there to do field work in those villages, I went to 4 villages in Kandhamal, in some districts. There were people who were speaking Tamil fluently, fluent Tamil. You don't expect a person in Orissa, in interior Kandhamal, to speak fluent Orissa. The adaptability takes some time. Today, there are migrant workers in Tamil Nadu who have moved beyond the realms of just coolie work, daily wage laborers. Beyond that, they are moving. People will develop. Now, all of us have migrated from somewhere or the other. We are not people, we're not sons. Nobody can claim as sons of the soil. Culturally, we have adapted ourselves, we've grown together and all that. But here, the key question over here is adaptability versus vendetta. There's a lot of vendetta. And now, if you look at why should anybody bring some, light the fire, do some gaslighting and run away? Why would anybody do it? Now, there seems to be a clear hidden agenda where whoever is doing this, because create a panic among the minds of people. One is a very sensitive topic.
Sorry to interrupt you. You raised an important point of the vendetta bit. And on this, I would like to question Mr. Balakrishnan. Then Mr. Balakrishnan, Xavier just spoke about a vendetta, a feeling of vendetta also, and the kind of videos which were posted. And I saw not one, but many videos where these migrant workers were saying that the moment we speak in Hindi, we are targeted. And the TV channels also tried to show those bites. And there were various YouTube channels which I came across, and they've got about 10 million views and 20 million views. There's so many YouTube platforms which ran these videos. Now, do you think that these YouTubers or these set of migrants, they were politically motivated to give out bites like these? Or was there a genuine concern when it came to them? What was your feeling?
Yeah, in fact, after this entire thing started, we had a lot of interactions with the employers, industrialists, and the job providers here. And the kind of feeling they expressed doesn't support this theory of vendetta at all. As Mr. Ashok said, over a period of time, many of the migrant laborers here are working for several years here, 5 years, 7 years, more than 10 years. So they would have come as a casual, unskilled labor initially, but over a period of time, they have developed a lot of skills, which makes them indispensable in the present, setup in many of the industries here. So much so that the employers have employed Hindi-speaking people to communicate with them. And as Mr. Ashok rightly said, the migrant laborers also have picked up the local language, Tamil language, and particularly the people from Bihar and Orissa, except the language, I think by look of them, or they easily merge with the local population. So I have not seen any such incidents where just because somebody speaks Hindi or non-Tamil language, they are looked at differently. One is the indispensability factor as far as their role in the economy, the local economy, whether it is Coimbatore or Tirupur. Secondly, Tamil Nadu has been always culturally tolerant society, and it accepts the people from other states, other cities with open arms all the time. And now, in fact, because of their indispensable role in the economy, the industry has also realized their importance, and they want to do whatever they can do to retain their presence here. Because without migrant laborers, the economy here will definitely suffer a lot, because many of the skilled work, like for example in Coimbatore, if you take the foundry industry, employs a lot of thousands of migrant laborers here. So it is a skilled industry now, and of course it's a tough job as well.
But Mr. Balakrishnan, but these laborers who were interviewed by the channels, did they have any grouse related to their employers? Because the Tirupur Coimbatore belt is an industrial belt where you find a number of migrant workers. Did they have any employability issues?
No, they never. None of them has expressed any such issue. The main grievance they had was like they are pretty sure that they feel secure and safe here, except a few individuals. Their main grievance was that because of the fake news spreading in Bihar in the local language, the family members they are afraid that something is happening here in Tamil Nadu, because they don't have any fact-checking mechanism. In Bihar, sitting in a remote village. So all they have is the news videos spreading in the social media. Based on that, they have, developed a perception that something is going on here. And they are putting pressure on these migrant laborers that if it is not safe, they should go back. But the interactions we had here with the laborers, none of them have expressed any kind of they have not experienced any kind of discrimination or any assault on them in the past also. They feel extremely secure. But then this factor, the family members influencing them, that is the major thing we have come across.
Okay. Mr. Deepak, so what do you think is the biggest takeaway for the migrants from Bihar or Jharkhand who are going to the other states? Of course, as Xavier pointed out, that there are various factors. Srini also pointed out that there are various issues. What should the migrants really keep in mind when there is a language issue, there is an adaptability issue? All the time, we can't be blaming the state governments where they go to work to. So what is the biggest lesson, according to you, for the migrant laborers who are going from states like Bihar and Jharkhand?
It's more, my thing is more than a mass level of people are moving around India from Bihar, Jharkhand, and Hindi belt state to UP. But mostly the Bihar migrants are in a big way. They are leaving the state because they are not getting proper earning. There is nothing any good work from that, but they work in Pune, they work in Surat and Gujarat and all. You know, one thing I just in Corona, when they face so many troubles in the Maharashtra and these places, and they committed they will not go again to outside Bihar. Again they left. Again they left. Nobody is in Bihar. So if you are working over there, you have to follow the guideline of that state also, and the government should take proper care of them. Where is the laborer are how they are residing, how they are getting money, how they are getting socially love. Everything it depends upon the government of Bihar and all the concerned states. But this news is create panic in Bihar also and blame on Tamil Nadu also. My suggestion will be the government of Bihar will send all party leaders to Tamil Nadu with reasonable officers team, and they will coordinate the Tamil Nadu government and police. They will solve and they will combinedly deny, yeah, accept this incident unless the party persons like BJP and like AP and all, they have taken it in a big way for their क्या कहते हैं उसको अपनी शक्ति अपना ये पावर पार्टी को बढ़ाने के लिए
Yes, I get your point, and we have very little time left, just about 4 minutes.
But one thing is every time the laborer of Bihar जो ठगे जा रहे हैं कभी उनको अच्छा माहौल नहीं मिल रहा. अगर कहीं माहौल मिल रहा है, आज बताएं मैं भी तमिल, I am also
you feel that the migrant workers, you feel that the migrant workers.
My son was there and I felt very good there.
Okay. Srini sir, I would like to ask you that, why is there a feeling that migrant workers from Bihar are always cheated, as was Mr. Deepak is pointing out?
No, I think that could be a general perception, but as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, I'm sure they are getting their wages on time, and obviously there should be more work on providing them better facilities. Laborers should be given whatever is due to them. The living conditions should be better. Those are the living conditions. I think Tamil Nadu is also a rare state where the children of migrants are also taken care of. There are special, even for schools and even Anganwadis. I think they extend a certain facility, which I don't think other states do. So as I said earlier also, Tamil Nadu is a better governed state, and therefore, such a thing happening here is a bit of a surprise. The allegations, basically. But, I would certainly like to ask Mr. Balakrishnan one particular question.
Yes,
there is there is a certain social swirl which has been happening. It is not as if these things have happened in a day. Did you get any kind of an intelligence input, or there was any forewarning or any preventive action you could have taken? And even now, see, the migrant issue is a reality. It is going, certainly the state needs laborers. What kind of action now you're going to take that this is not, there is no recurrence? Because attempts are being made, repeatedly those attempts will be made. How alert are you to tackle this?
Yes, sir. Very briefly, we just have about 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes.
Two things importantly. One is, to conduct a regular grievance redressal by the district administration in places where the migrant laborers are in large number. That is one thing. Secondly, the social media monitoring. Already we have a social media monitoring cell, and we should focus more on these kinds of issues also. Generally, we concentrate on the law and order issues. Now, the fake news related things also we should concentrate more. These are the 2 points I would suggest.
This surely is a textbook example of how, if fake videos on social media are amplified, they can go horribly wrong. Great learning lessons there. We're really running short of time. Thank you so much, Srini sir, for joining. Gladstone Xavier, it was wonderful having you on the program. Mr. Deepak, it was wonderful having you on the program. And the people who are watching this video, one appeal to you, stay tuned to the Federal, share this video as widely as you can, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.